All right, this is the second interview. This is my dad. Um, can you just give us a brief first name and last name and your age?
My name is Ramirez, and I'm 40 years old.
All right. Could you give us a brief background history, like from your childhood? That's pretty much it. We'll leave it at, from below 18.
Well, my childhood was, I guess, normal, like any kind of, child here in the U.S. Um, my parents, they had a little bit of difficulty, or not very little. They had a lot of difficulty with the language barrier, which helped me to make me the type of man that I am right now. I grew up, my mom took me to church a lot, so I go to church. I love going to church. I think seeking God is one of the most important things in a person's life. Traveled to Mexico a lot, which I think that was another thing that helped me out a lot with my Spanish. Other than that, I had a normal dad that was strict on a lot of things. Hardworking man, one of the most hardworking men that I've known in my life. Of course, not perfect. We're not perfect, but he helped me a lot to achieve the goals where I'm at right now. And love Houston. I love Houston, Northside Houston. I've always been on the Aldine district. That's where I went to school, in Aldine district, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Typical kid playing video games, playing basketball, soccer, baseball. Normal childhood, and ups and downs like everybody, but I'm blessed. I'm very blessed, and yeah, it's pretty much about it. That's how my childhood was.
So could you tell us about how was like learning in your generation, and give us another background on your education?
Well, I think from when I went to school, it was very different from school now. Back in the days, we did have computers, we did have laptops, but they weren't as smart. In this generation, you got smartphones, you know, tablets and everything. And I believe that has revolutionized, for the kids, for the kids, and nowadays, I see a lot of things that in my generation, when I went to school, we didn't see that. We used to go to we had some assignments or something. I know that they still go to, this generation still goes to the library and everything, but I mean, back then you would go to the library to study books and everything, and now everything is online. You get it on the internet. You have a smartphone or a smart tablet or whatever. I think that changed the whole system of education. Back then they used to put us to write a lot. We used to write a lot. You know, I think one of the things that I kind of see more, I see personally with my youngest one, is like back in the days they used to put us more like critical thinking. It was a little bit more critical thinking. Nowadays it's like you ask a tablet, you ask a phone, and they'll give you the answer right there. I'm not saying that they're not teaching critical thinking nowadays, but I think it was a little bit more challenging for my generation. And but I mean, technology is good. Education's good no matter what. I think you know, you gotta study and prepare yourself for life because, you know, you need it. You know, a lot of, I've seen a lot of people in my generation, you know, I put myself an example, you know, I think if I would have continued on with my education, I think I would be somewhere in a better position than where I'm at right now. I'm not saying that I'm in a bad position, but I mean, I think I would be in a better position. And but yeah, I think my generation, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying mine was bad or something, but you know, we had a little bit more